All right. Good morning, September 29th, Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock, roughly, down in Geneva. And I'm going to go around the high school and head downtown and get a certificate for this bike, something you have to have in Geneva. And then I thought I'd ride down to the junction, to the park, maybe do some drone and aerial panorama with my drone, see how that goes. Just take you on a little ride around Geneva. The queen of the wiregrass. You probably got to be as old as me before you would know what that referred to. That's what they used to say on the heading, the top mast, or whatever you call it, of the Geneva County Reaper. They call Geneva the queen of the wiregrass. That's, something that I'm sure the folks in Chamber of Commerce came up with. Here's Geneva High School. See if I can get this thing turned around here now for you. Just see it. There's the entrance. There's the gymnasium. And I don't know about all this in here. This has been since I was here. It's a band room, some more athletic stuff. I don't know. All right. And then this part over here that's separated is the middle school. There's your middle school. Right there. And this is the only hill in Geneva. We just traversed it. Just to let you know. And we're down here on Purvis Street. And unfortunately, a lot of this part of town has seen considerable decay. And this used to be a really nice area. It was part of the cotton mill residence. And had a lot of friends here. Well, there's a dog. See if he looks to be aggressive. He's not too happy about seeing me. Hey, buddy. How you doing there, fella? Hey. How you doing, old girl? Hey. Hey there. You're having a good time, aren't you? I got chased by a dog down here, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I thought the smart thing would be to outrun it. Not smart. Not smart at all. What happened was I outran the dog that was chasing me. Initially, it was a small dog. And I was going pretty fast, probably 20. And much to my to my surprise and unhappiness, up ahead was a pit bull coming to head me off. Yeah, I was trying to dodge and ran into the curb, which took me off the bike, spread me all out across somebody's yard. No serious injuries. We got a lot of dogs down here, that's for sure. Hey, dog. Hey there. What you doing? Hey, fella. Yeah, I'm not bothering you. Well, look at there. There's another one. And they supposed to have leash laws here. Doesn't look like it, though. You have to worry about cars in Geneva. You have to worry about dogs. This is Campbell Street. Used to be about 250 kids lived within a 2-block radius of this corner down here. And there was a store down here called Elsie's, and Elsie McGowan ran it, and the kids would gather there in the afternoons after school and whatnot. There's where Steve lived, my great friend growing up, and brother-in-law, and still a great friend. Yeah, all those things, you know. Yeah, anyway, right here in front of us, right where that car is, roughly. No, actually about where that yard is there. That's where Elsie's store was. And it had a little porch on the front. It'd be 25 kids around there having a good time. My grandmother lived right here, was gone, but it was between that house, right, roughly where that black truck is, and this is where the mayor lives now, or the former mayor lives here, Frankie Lindsay, and her house was right there. And this is called Greenwood Street. But originally, and back then, it was Milligan Street. I don't know why they changed the name. Bumpy. Yeah, this street is pretty rough. This is Promenade. And that's where the Chapmans lived, one of the old families, and this where my friend Jodan lived at one point. I should have come down Live Oak completely. Such a pretty street. Tell you what, I'll ride up here to the end of the block, show it to you in two directions. Jodan's grandfather was Mr. Chapman. That's why he had that. This is where another mayor lived, the previous mayor, Philip Carter. He was a good friend and classmate. He was a year below me, but nevertheless, this is Live Oak Street. Geneva has an abundance of live oaks. I took a picture of this street from right about here. And with a 4x5 view camera, we call it. Big old thing. Got a great photograph. And that was Miss Ard's house that I just passed. I've got a wonderful picture of it taken about almost 20 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, at Christmas, when Kay and Bill Chandler lived there, and they had decorated it so wonderfully for Christmas. I got a very nice picture of that. Geneva. Live Oak Street. This is where my friend Betsy lives, right over here on the left. And you may recall me comparing her house to Dr. Smithy's house in Opelika. Similar. This was Morris' house. And another mayor, Karen Simmons, did live there. Bob Howell's house. If you ever read his column in the Villager, that's where he's talking about all the adventures that took place right here. And this was a Methodist parsonage, so a lot of his ventures involved the children of Methodist ministers. Okay, I think I'll go down Church Street beside the church. This is First Methodist Church where I grew up, so to speak. There's the post office. The library on the left. I'm gonna turn around there. More of these live oak trees. In the distance, you can see the levee. That's what keeps the Choctawhatchee River out of Geneva. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around back here. There's one of the several banks here in Geneva. There's the levee. You can get a good look at it. Fred Fleming's place, right there. Fred keeps our house, holds it together. Here, this is Borland Street, not much back here now. Used to be, kind of in a way, the main entrance into town. And then it kind of shifted over to the right, and I don't know, one thing and another, but we're on the back of town. There's just not much on this side because of the levee. I mean, it just creates this natural wall. So unlike most towns that spread in all directions, Geneva can only spread to the right. That power substation there is kind of interesting where it's located because the original power plant that operated the city, it was installed about 1905, was located right here, right about where this white truck is. Right along here where this parking lot is. And it was operated by a steam generator. They had a boiler and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's City Hall in front of us and the police station. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just going in the back, find out what I need to do to get a license for this thing. See if I can figure out where to. Can't get up on that sidewalk very easily. I'll go around to the front. Maybe I can get up on the sidewalk over there. Yeah, they have a handicap access. I'm pretty well handicapped on this vehicle. Are they open?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see if I can get a permit for this thing. I understand you have to have one.
Got a motor power bike?
It is, but I think all bicycles, my understanding, here in Geneva, have to have one. I'll ask here real quick. Thank you.
I've got donuts and cinnamon rolls and cookies at the bank.
Oh, have you?
I just happened to walk in and make a deposit.
Yeah.
They had all this bread out. Hey, man.
They want me to get the serial number, and I don't see it. She said it's underneath, and I turned it over, and I don't see it.
What's in?
What is that? Is that a serial number?
Serial
Yes,
number.
it is. Yes, it is. Very good. Let me.
Yeah, you take a picture
I
of
get
it.
my phone here and take a
It's
picture.
7 digits long, but I couldn't remember 7 digits.
No, that's what I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay, there's your receipt.
Okay.
There's your sticker.
Okay.
And if you'll take this over there across the hall to the police department and give it to Kathy.
Okay.
Or if she's got any questions, she can,
Okay. Where do I put the sticker?
on the back, isn't it? Yeah, you
Hey.
have
Just on the fender?
Somewhere back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He said, Ryan, he was hey,
Hey,
he was telling Ryan then.
the bicycle.
Okay, thank you much.
Thank you so much. Okay. There it is. See that? Oh boy, isn't that cool? She's totally fogged up. Oh, such an ordeal. I'm gonna slip around the back way here. Go try to take a drone picture down here at the junction. Oh boy, it just runs out, doesn't it? If I go through there, I get bogged down. And give up riding this thing. I didn't fall, I didn't get hurt, but I dropped the bike. You know what? There's the sign, just in case we get lost. Welcome to Fowler Park, home of Festival and River. Down at the end of this street is, I think, the oldest house in town. In fact, let me drive down here, let you see it. This was originally the Laird house. And Captain Laird, who didn't live here at the time, it's not that old, but during the Civil War, he led a group of militiamen in chase of Yankees who had stolen a riverboat down at the junction where we're going in just a moment. And one of Geneva's many dogs. Well, gearing feels funny. Anyway, and you'll see, yeah, a lot of live oaks. This area right in here was originally known as Jackson Square. Boy, that's a big one there, isn't it? Wow, tree thing. Look at that. And there was a area where a lot of folks lived at one time. We people have moved farther and farther away from the river in spite of the levee, which protects the town. Just give you some perspective, the flood that really devastated the town was higher than that levee. Well, it's the same height as that levee. Morning. Same height. There's a lot of water. We'd be really way underwater. I think downtown was about, I don't know, I've heard anywhere from 11 to 15 feet deep. So I don't know, I should have picked up some speed to get up this hill. Oh well, I guess I can always kick it into a higher helping mode. And now we're on top of the levee. And there's a walking path over here to the left. We'll take that when we come back. Go around behind town on that. That'll be a nice golf course over here.